Peace, if I do say so myself.
Our John Luke's simple.
He is.
Oh, come on, Marie. They was only doing it for you and George, you know.
I know. And I'm dead grateful, really. It's just it's a bit embarrassing, like.
Oh, I thought you wanted the publicity.
I did. I mean, I still do. It's just that rubbish that Rick wrote.
Rubbish? Hey, that's first-class journalism, that.
Go home, will you? It's rubbish. Oh, I'm not saying it's not going to help. Have you read it proper? Attractive redhead Marie Jackson. Standing alone among unhearing and uncaring Home Office officials. A solitary tear betraying her emotions as she struggles to free her man.
It's great, isn't it?
It's like one of them country and western songs that George was always singing.
Okay, so what if it does? It's effective. That's all that matters. Look, the paper's been swamped with phone calls ever since the first edition came out. Most people haven't read it yet. And already there's 3 women from Walton off to collect signatures for you for your petition.
Straight up?
Yeah. Look, you might not like country and western. And personally, I wonder what morons listened to before they invented it. But a lot of people do like it. Anyway, I don't think it was too far over the top.
I thought it was good, mate.
Thank you, Betty.
Still don't know why you chose that photo of our John, though. You took it off that photographer of yours. Why couldn't you pick one that didn't make our John look simple?
I don't have anything to do with that. The sub-editor does all that.
Oh, was it him who said that I was an attractive redhead? Because he can't have seen me. I'm a brunette.
2, upward stretch, pull up tall, come forward with a straight back, and bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4, take the arms to the side, take hold of your hands behind your back, drop your body to the floor, pull those arms right over, get your hands on the floor, keep bouncing, keep bouncing, keep bouncing. Now can you feel the good that's doing to your body?
No, I can't.
Afternoon. Mrs. Jackson?
Yeah?
I wonder, could I have a word with you?
What is it this time?
I thought perhaps I could come in. Talk in private.
All right, you better come in.
Ah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What do you want?
Well, I wanted a quiet word, actually.
Marie, would you like us to go?
No. Sure the officer won't mind you staying, will you?
Well, I would prefer it if we were able to speak in private.
Why?
I beg your pardon, sir.
I said, why? Why don't you want witnesses? Why don't you want others to hear what you've got to say to Mrs. Jackson?
And who might you be, sir?
He's a friend.
And I'm another.
Very well. Can I sit down?
Go ahead. I'll stay standing.
Right. Well, it's about this little fiasco up the tower last week.
Oh, aye. What about her?
I suppose you two were involved in it as well, were you?
It was my lads that was up there.
Ah. So you'll be Mrs. Hughes, will you?
That's right. Betty Hughes. 2 T's if you're writing it down.
I'm not. But thanks all the same. Tell me, did you encourage them to do a stupid thing like that?
No. But I wouldn't have stopped them either.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's going to happen about them yet. Quite a few things were broken when they forced an entry to the tower. They could cop for quite a bit. Especially if they carry on doing daft things like that.
Do I perceive a hint of a threat in that statement?
No, sir. Just a piece of friendly advice, that's all.
Friendly advice.
That's right, Mrs. Jackson. We've got enough trouble trying to keep this place from total anarchy without all the commotion you lot are causing.
It's reminding you that you sent an innocent man to jail, isn't it? You don't like having your consciences pricked.
Mrs. Jackson, your husband had a fair trial. Now, he hasn't got that long to go before he's out again. So why don't you just let him serve his time quietly and don't cause any more trouble for him?
Can I ask you to clarify that last statement?
Eh? Who are you?
I've told you, he's a friend.
What I'm saying is, how is Mrs. Jackson causing trouble in trying to clear her husband's name?
Yeah, we're causing no bother for George.
Aren't you?
No. It's you lot that's getting all hot and bothered about it.
Look, he's already lost some remission.
That had nothing to do with us.
Not directly, maybe. But it certainly helped to get your husband worked up enough to start fighting.
That wasn't us.
Look, the Nick's no different to out here, you know. People don't like trouble. They turn against troublemakers.
No one's going to bother George because of our campaign.
They might, my love. They might. Take my word for it.
I wouldn't take your word if I was drowning and it had a rope attached to it.
Look, I've come round here to advise you to stop making trouble before your husband has more trouble for himself and her two lads end up joining him inside.
Can I quote you on that?
I thought so. You're a reporter, aren't you?
That's right. Can I have your name, please?
Look, there are some people who'll let you get up to your neck in it for their own personal advancement.
Only reporting the truth. Officer.
The truth. Think about what I've said, Mrs. Jackson. You might not realise it, but we are on the same side.
I'll think about it.
Oh, I thought so. Oh, Sam, look, I can smell it upstairs.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I thought we agreed.
I know, I'm sorry.
Well, sorry doesn't get rid of the smell, does it? God, it'll be in it for ages. Why can't you smoke in your own room? Hey, you all right?
Not really.
Well, first day back too much for you, eh?
Yeah,
I suppose you've forgotten what the general side was like, too used to babies and all that.
something like that.
Hey, come on. Come on, Sand. What would they say in Suck Hill Street if they saw you like this?
I know, I'm sorry.
Hey, come on, Sand. Come on, shh. Come on, miss. Tell your Uncle Pat. What's up?
Is it patient?
Oh, died today.
Not yet.
Oh, Sand, I don't think you should have given up your midwifery. I don't remember babies ever making you cry like this.
I'll be all right. I just didn't expect to end up in the theatre my first day back.
Well, I thought you liked theatre.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Oh, it's just a routine kind of day, you know. A couple of hernias, gallbladders, that sort of thing. And then last but not least,
Hey.
a young boy, same age as my brother Terry. It was just an exploratory off to see what was going on. When they opened up his chest, you could see the extent of the cancer.
How bad was it?
Bad right enough. I think it got hold of every one of his vital organs. He was rotten inside.
Oh, Jesus.
17. I could only see my brother Terry lying there. I knew I was going to cry. And I tried to stop myself. And I looked over at Mr. Allison who was operating. And he was crying and I just went.
God, Mr. Allison was crying as well.
We both went outside, sat down holding our hands. It was ridiculous.
Surprised at him, I'd say. God, he's been cutting up people for years.
He's got a son the same age as well, you know.
Yeah, and you could only see him lying there, right?
Poor George with it to finish him off.
Could he do anything?
No, he could only stitch him up. Be dead within a month.
Hey. Oh, Sam. At least you're glad to be fit and healthy, don't it? Hey, come on. Look, I'll tell you what we do. You go on upstairs and you have a nice bath, right? Come on.
All right. I'll be ready to eat when I come down. I missed lunch completely.
Yeah, okay. Uh-oh.
What's up?
Nothing, Sam. I just forgot I was cooking tonight. I haven't got anything in.
Oh, Pat.
Look, I'll tell you what. Why don't I take you out for dinner, eh?
And what about Kate?
Nah, she rang earlier. She's having dinner with some of her freakish veggie mates. Hey, listen, that's it. Come on. We'll go to a vegetarian restaurant.
You're always complaining when Kate cooks veggie for us.
I don't. Not always, anyway. Look, we'll go to a vegetarian restaurant, and somewhere's close so I don't have to drive. And we will get absolutely legless.
All right. Completely stoated.
Para-bloody-litical.
You're on.
Hello, my dear. Are you baking, or have you added karate to your list of interests?
If you haven't got anything sensible to say, you can just be quiet. I'm busy.
Just a little joke, old girl. No need to take umbrage. What are you doing, anyway?
Making bread rolls and asparagus quiche.
With Gordon and I as the guinea pigs again.
Judging by the state of Gordon's room, I think that's a fairly accurate description of what he's become.
I hope you're not including me in that.
Of course I'm not. And just because I'm making you something new doesn't mean to say that I'm using you as a guinea pig.
Point taken. Sorry. A bit of a day, that's all.
More trouble?
No more than usual. Do you know, I was in that office at 8:30 this morning, and I've worked through the whole day, including lunchtime, and I don't think I've achieved a thing.
Come on, you're exaggerating, surely.
No, I'm serious. I've made not one iota of progress to the objections to the maintenance contract, and I'm even more unpopular with the workforce.
Well, you're bound to be unpopular with them if you're threatening their jobs.
Threatening their jobs, for goodness sake. I'm safeguarding most of them by making the plant more efficient.
But there will be redundancies.
Some. With luck, only a handful. Anyway, I've been talking about it all day and I'm sick of it. I'm going to have a wash and get changed.
Do you think you could get me some asparagus tips out of the freezer, please? They're on the top at the left.
Very well. Turned the electricity off in the garage.
No?
In that case, I think the freezer's broken.
Oh, no!
Do you know how to stop a baby crying? If I knew the answer to that, I'd make a fortune. Is she hungry?
I don't think so. She was only fed half an hour ago. And she can't be that wet. She was changed just after.
Oh, it's probably just early evening grapes. They all seem to get them. Come here, darling.
Your mum said she'd sleep for hours. 10 minutes after she went out, it started.
Your mum gone out then?
Yeah. My dad finally managed to persuade her. He had a hell of a time doing it. He's been dead miserable lately.
He's probably suffering from postnatal depression.
No, I don't know. Whatever it is, hope she gets over it soon, though. Oh, that's smashing, then. You'll have to come again. I've got to watch it till they get back.
All they want sometimes is a little human contact, just to let them know they're not alone in this earth.
My mum said not to pick her out if she cried. Isn't that right?
There's no hard and fast rules. Everyone's got different ideas.
Oh. Isn't she beautiful when she's asleep?
They all are.
Sorry, what did you come for?
Oh, yeah. Do you know if there's any vegetarian restaurants around here?
Oh, Kate's one, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. It's not for her. It's for me and Pat.
I didn't think she can bear Pat.
Oh, she won't. Pat says he forgot to get the dinner things in. But I think he's just covering up to save upsetting me.
I don't get you.
Well, it was his turn to cook dinner and he didn't get anything in. And I looked in the fridge and there was 2 great big lumps of liver lying there.
Oh, and you don't like liver, right?
Oh, not tonight. I was in the operating theatre all day and there was one nasty liver upset me.
It's one thing not all vegetarians.
It's not so bad always. You ever thought about nursing?
Yeah, I've thought about it.
And decided against it, right? Very wise. I often wish I had the intelligence to realise what a rotten job it is.
I can understand you not liking it every day, but aren't you really glad sometimes?
Sometimes. Kate loves it. She was made to be a nurse.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I get too involved with the patients.
Not in theatre, you wouldn't.
You did today, you just said.
Yeah. Has to be an exception to every rule.
Was it someone you know?
What?
Who had the nasty liver?
No. But it could have been. So, where are these vegetarian restaurants then?
Oh, there's none round here. You can get a veggie curry from the Indian on Chapel Lane.
Oh. Well, looks like taxis then. I hope Pat's feeling flushed. Cheerio.
Marie Jackson's had 2 of the turkeys. She said she'd give one to a friend who's coming round later this evening.
We've got one in the oven and one waiting to go, but that still leaves us with 2. Take one round to the Crosses.
Oh, they're still away.
We'll take one to the Grants then.
Certainly not. After the problem I've had with him and these damn turkeys, you think I'll go and give him one?
Well, then you find someone to give them to.
Salvation Army. They'll have them.
That's a good idea. They'll be glad of them. You'll also have some of the other stuff that I can't rescue.
Well, best keep some for evidence for the insurance company.
What?
The insurance company. You did have the freezer and the contents insured, didn't you?
Ta-da! What do you think of that then, Sam? Worth waiting for?
Very nice.
Yeah, well, come on then. Can't wait all night for you.
Cheeky bee, I've been waiting for you. I'll get it. Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
No one there?
No one said anything. It was him.
Who?
My husband.
Sam, how do you know if it was him if he didn't say anything?
I just know it was him.
Well, I thought you were going to see him in Glasgow at Christmas.
I did. He asked for a divorce, says he wants to get married again.
Well, that's great, isn't it? From what you told us, Sandra, you're better off away from him.
I felt like a punch bag. He hit me and I couldn't hit back. Well, I can now.
What do you mean?
Told him to go and jump.
Oh, that's daft.
Is it?
Yeah, it's cutting off your nose to spite your face.
No, it's not. Makes no difference to me whether we're still married or not.
Get rid of him, Sand.
When I'm ready.
God, I don't understand you. You got this great chance of ridding yourself of a rubbishy husband, but you won't because it's him that's asked for the divorce.
That's right. Look, Pat, he made a mess of my life all the years we were married. Then he turns up at home last week. I'm having a great time. Tremendous family Christmas, a great hugmanay, and then him.
Sand, he only asked for a divorce.
No, he didn't ask. He demanded. He said he'd kill me if I didn't give him one.
What?
Oh, it's all right. He's too much of a coward to even try it. He'll hit me. That's all right. People understand that.
Yeah, well, I don't. I don't understand it at all. I mean, a woman's there to be looked after, isn't she? To be loved and that. Not to be knocked about because Celtic lost at home or something.
You're an old romantic, aren't you?
Yeah, well, why not? Come on, Stan. I'm going to take you out for a candlelit lentil burger.
Do you want a brew?
No, thanks, love. Listen, I've got something to tell you.
Oh, God. What now?
I'm concerned about the lads.
Oh, you're all right. They won't do nothing to them. Anybody could have got in that tower.
Oh, I'm not worried about the police. It's Tommy McCardle.
What about him?
He, found them sticking up the last of the old posters and warned them off like.
Threatened them, did he?
Yeah. Like your copper, this Affy. He offered them some friendly advice.
There's nothing friendly about that scum.
I gathered that. He says helping George Jackson should carry a government health warning. Sticking up posters could endanger your health type of thing.
Well, he must be worried then if he comes out right like that in the open to threaten them.
He told them they'd probably have an accident if they carried on.
Oh, aye. Carefully planned accident, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, your lads had better lay off. They've done enough. Will you thank them for me?
Yeah.
I'll carry on my own.
No. Marie, you mustn't. It wasn't just my lads he threatened.
He doesn't frighten me.
Not you. He said you've got 2 boys as well.
Carrying little George? He wouldn't touch them. I'd kill him.
Now, Luke, I'm only telling you what he said. Oh, no kidding, Marie. I didn't realise he were a nutter.
Yeah, but he's a smart nutter. And the smart ones don't hurt kids. They just threaten them. Because they know there'd be so much dirt thrown at them. And that's what they hate. Publicity.
All the same, I don't think my lads want to chance it.
Well, they're not kids, are they?
You haven't seen them at bath time.
Anyway, I've got this dirty big poker if he showed his face round here.
Could I suggest where he stuffed it if he does?
Where the monkey stuffed his nose. Hello. Yeah, that's right. Right. Right, thanks. Thanks.
Marie, what's the matter? Marie, what's happened? Tell me.
It's George. Oh, somebody's got to him.
What's happened?
There was an incident, they said. Violence was used.
Is he hurt?
Not against him. By him. He's put some other bloke in hospital.
Oh, God, that's worse.
Worse?
He's really shot his remission this time. At this rate, he'll be there forever.